everyone, welcome back to the Analytical Coding. We are now in part 3 of the table manipulation functions in DAX series. In today's video, we will learn two important functions and they are distinct and values. I will explain both their similarities and their differences clearly. So firstly, distinct. So the distinct function returns the values by removing duplicates from either the provided column or the provided table. So in the arguments you can see it either takes a column name or the table name. So the column from which unique values are to be written or the table name, that is a table from which unique rows are to be written. So this distinct function always returns a table. So if a column name is provided, it returns a one column table with distinct values from that column, and if a table is provided, it returns a table with duplicate rows removed. So let us see an example to understand this quickly. So for that, let me show you the tables which I am going to work on. So firstly, orders table. So here you can see this is the orders table we are having, which is the fact table, category table. So this is the dimension table, and you can see here there are different categories. Okay, and now as I already told you that this function returns a table. That means we cannot directly use it in a measure because a measure needs a single scalar return value. So instead here we can use this function by creating a calculated table. So let me create a new table. Here what we are trying to do is calculating the distinct categories we are having. So from the category table, when I select category name and click on enter, so here first we are seeing an example for a column name. Using the column name as the argument for the distinct returns a table with single column. So you can see that here clothing, furniture, electronics and footwear. Remember these four. And whenever I try to use the category from orders table. Okay. So order table category. You can see we have clothing, furniture, electronics and accessories. So this accessories category is present in the orders fact table, but it is not present in the dimension table. So whenever I selected the distinct, you can see all the different values we are having in a table, and that returns a table. Okay. And now when I use distinct with a table name, okay, so let us get into this report view. Here I have created a measure where you can see I'm directly counting the number of rows we are having in an order table. So I have added that measure into the cart. The total number of rows in order table are 54. And now when I use distinct function, you can see this function returns 53. That is, as I told you, distinct with table name gives all the distinct rows, that is the unique rows which are not duplicates. So when I go to the table view and click on order table, so for C1 category, region south, clothing, shirt, same price, same quantity and same cost, we have two rows. So that is why it removed one row which assumes it as a duplicate and returns only one row for this particular combination. And again you can see for that C1, for same region category shirt, we have different price. That is why it is calculated not as a duplicate. Okay. So in this way, distinct function returns all the distinct values, that is the unique values, when we provide a column name in the argument, and when we provided a table name, it returns all the distinct rows and it removes any duplicate rows. So that is what distinct function is. And now let us get into the next function, that is values. So this function also takes table name or column name as the arguments. So the values function is similar to that of distinct when used with a column. So this function also returns a one column table containing the unique values, removing the duplicates whenever we use a column name as the argument. And now you may ask me that if both distinct and values function return the same value when column name is used as argument, then why different functions, right? So yes, they both return unique values when column name is used as argument. However, values function may also return a blank row in certain scenarios. I will explain that in the example. And now, when a table name is used as argument in the values function, unlike distinct, this values function does not remove duplicate rows. It simply returns all the rows of the table. And again, you may ask me, if the same table is returned, then why use of values function? We can instead directly use the table name without this function, right? So yes, I will be answering you these two questions in today's video. Coming to the return type of this values function, so this function also return a table. Okay, so let us see an example to understand this clearly. So as we created a calculated table for distinct order table category. So here when I use distinct function and when I use category column name from the order table, it returned these four categories, right? Now let us use values function. So you can see it is returning the same values which we have seen with the distinct. First question we had is, if both returns the same value, then why different functions, right? So let me show you that example. So I'm using the distinct, and here instead of using the order table category, I will be using the category table category name. Okay, in the categories table, we do not have accessories category which is present in the fact table, right? So let us click on enter. You can see distinct is returning the different values in that category table only, right? There is no accessories here as well because it is not present in the category table. And when I click on values and click on enter, you can see a blank value here. With all the distinct values, it added a blank value. Do we have blank in the dimension table? Let us see. So in the category table, we do not have any blank row, right? But whenever we use values function on the category table category name column, it returned a blank value. And now, why this blank value appeared? In the order table category, we have an extra category, that is accessories, which is not present in the categories table. And in the model view, we can see there is a relation between category table and order table. That is, for every category, there are one to many number of rows in the order table. But here, we have category in the order table, but it is not present in the category table. So to handle that situation, this values function add a blank value. Okay. Now you may ask me that why this blank value? What is the use of this blank value, right? So we will see that again. So now let us see what if I use only the table name. So as I told you, this categories table return all the rows even there are duplicates, right? So here this is the dimension table we are having. And when I click on enter, you can see even for the table, this values function is returning a blank value. Okay. So now let us see what this blank value is. Okay. Now here I have written sum x of, so the table is directly category table. So you have remembered our second question, right? If this same table is written, then why use of values function? So we can directly use the table name itself, right? Let us see that example as well. So here I have directly used this category table, and here I am calculating the quantity. So here total quantity is sum of orders table quantity. Sum x function on category table with this total quantity. I have taken a column chart and added the category name, and let us add this measure which we have written now. Okay. So as we know, in the categories table we have clothing, furniture, electronics, and also footwear. But for footwear we do not have any orders, that is why it is not displayed here. Here I have created a slicer with categories from order table. When I click on accessories, you can see it is returning blank. But okay, you can see we have total three quantities, that is two orders with three quantity. But here in the report view, it returned blank. So this is not the correct result. Am I correct? So now let us use the values function. Okay. So here I am using the values function with the category table. So when I click on enter, you can see instead of blank value, it returned 3. That is the accessories quantity count, right? So that is the use of values function. So whenever I remove this selection, so instead of 3 values, this values function added a blank value. You remembered, right? So that blank value covers this mismatch in the categories. So that is why this values function is important. So it returns that blank row whenever there is a mismatch or missing relationship. So to our question, that is why values function instead of using the table name directly. So if we use the table name itself as a table expression in any calculation, it ignores these blank rows. But when we use values, it includes those blank rows as well. That means values function ensures that all rows, including the blanks or any mismatches in the column, so these are considered in the calculation, making it safer and more accurate in many scenarios, right? So this is how distinct and values functions differ. So when we use distinct on a column name, it returns the different values. And when we use values on a column name, it also returns the different values. But if there is any missing relationship, it adds the blank value. And again, if we use distinct on table name, it returns the rows which are not duplicate. But when we use table name with values function, it returns all the rows, but it adds a blank row if there is any mismatch or missing relationships. When we just need a list of unique values with no blanks, then we can go with the distinct. And when we need unique values plus the blank row, that is, any mismatch exists between fact and dimension, then we have to go with the values function. So I think I have given a clarity for your questions on distinct and values. So if you found this video helpful, please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.